Hello everyone, my name is John Marino. I'm going to give you a quick overview of our new powerful all-in-one marketing system. This system will allow you to send voicemails, SMS messages, MMS messages, and also email blasts, as well as has a full CRM program that's built inside of it so you can actually track all your clients that you have. It's very powerful, and this is going to change the way you do business for yourself and your salespeople. This is the dashboard. This is the main dashboard, as you can see. And I'll kind of get into all these things, but I'll just show you the main overview dashboard first. This is how many leads in a list that you have that you're working on. This is how many lists that you have, and you can build as many lists as you want. We'll get into that. This is how many virtual numbers. This system works with Twilio and SendGrid to do the sending, and it costs less than about a penny to do any kind of SMS and MMS sending, and about 3 cents to actually send a voicemail drop. The emails, very cheap through SendGrid. You actually get 100 per day for free on a free account, and then it's cheap, the monthly cost for thousands of them for a very low amount of money per month if you really need that amount. But those are the only two services that you'll need additional from this, and this whole system sets up in less than about 10 minutes. And I'll give you a quick overview. Once you purchase, you actually get all the setup videos, and I break into more of these tabs about what everything does as well on the back end. But this is just a simple overview of what this software can do for you. Anyways, let's jump back into it. This is the leads, this is the list, this is how many virtual numbers, which is how many numbers that you're using to send messages out, and how many voicemail messages were sent this month on this existing sample campaign. This is how many broadcasts are reoccurring right now. You can schedule as many broadcasts you want to run at the same time, so you can generate max amount of leads for yourself or your business. This is SMS broadcast, the total that were sent, 27 SMS, 4 MMS broadcasts, which is basically picture messaging, and then voicemail broadcast was 75 sent from this system. This is the monthly send volume chart. Everything is color coded, so this blue color is MMS, is SMS, I'm sorry, and then you start getting to the different colors with the send voicemails is green, you'll see 5, and then you'll see the MMS is the peach color, and then this blue color is actually MMS. The response rate, so you had 71 contacts that you sent out, 57 you contacted, and then 6 responded to them via message back. Let's break into, this is just an overview of what you're looking at as a whole. Then each additional tab breaks down through that. So we'll jump into this is manage contacts. This is going to manage contacts on here. If you have customers or business lists, what we actually do is provide you a list for any area that you're in right now. So you don't even have to find your own list when it comes to who you're going to send voicemail drops to, for instance. We don't have to even find a list. We actually give you a full consumers list and a business to business list for your state or multiple states or even the whole country, the US. So we actually provide the list with you depending on which list that your needs are, or if you're just a local business, you only need your state, or if you're a national business, you might need the whole US. We can do that too as well. And all of our lists are actually by the name, the contacts, the business owner, for a business list, and it also explains what their income is per year, how many employees that they have, etc. On a consumer list side, it tells you the consumer, the area. That it really breaks down each person by their credit score, income levels, household income levels, etc. And you get access to all these lists as well. So if we click on consumers with just a test over here, this is just some sample consumers that we put inside here of a consumer list. You can add new contacts yourself manually. So if you have your own list, you can easily add them from a CSV or text, or you can just add them manually into the software directly by however fields you want to fill out, and you can add them manually. That's to add a single contact. You're going to add them to a group. So what you're going to do is make a group of, just say you're marketing to, let's just say for real estate for the sake of it, let's just say you're marketing to homeowners, and you pulled up a list of homeowners that are ages 25 to 50, and their household income is over $150,000, and their credit score is over a 650. You can find those lists in our records, and then you can actually upload them directly using the CSV data and you can upload those lists to any group. You can call it the group name, whatever you want. So I would call it something like 25 years old with 600 credit score and homeowners over whatever it is per year that you're looking to do. So you can build a group and put them inside there. Then just fill out the contact information and add them. It's very simple. You press save, add contact, or if you're going to upload a list, all you do is follow the way you upload it, and you upload it to either the consumer list or the B2B list, depending on who they are with the group that you actually made to put them under, and then it'll upload the whole list directly to that group, so you don't have to do one by one. And that's all on the individual tabs. You'll see after you purchase, it'll have all individual settings of how to actually set up a customer from beginning to end and how fast it really is. I mean, you can have a campaign started, ran, and done within 5 minutes. And you're really not doing nothing but, pretty much answering text messages and phone calls back of people that are interested. It's very, very, very powerful. The next tab, that's how you upload contacts from our list, or even your own list. If you have your own list, you can upload your own list. Just make a group, put all your lists inside that group, and that's all you have to do. And I'll show you that actually over here. These are groups. So this is what you'd be doing. You just put a list inside, you make a group, and then you can add contacts to the group. So whatever your group name is, then you upload that list into the group. That's how that gets done. The next tab is a conversation tab. Conversation tab is anybody who replied from an SMS ad or anything. I mean, you can have literally a flyer with your phone number on it and say, text, food now to get secret restaurant offers in your local area. And, text food to, 401-354-1775 in this example. And if anyone text messages the word food or even writes the word food in the text message, like I want food or feed me food or just food, then you're going to get that conversation. It's going to pop right in here with an auto response directly to that customer with whatever you want to put for an auto reply in there. And then also you can start having a conversation with them immediately. So you can try to book an appointment or book that sale call or whatever you got to do. This allows you to instantly talk to people as soon as they contact you and they're hot with your product. We've used this for Facebook ads too as well. So what we did was we can make a post on Facebook. So you're not paying for crazy Facebook ad prices. You can make a simple post on Facebook that basically says, let's just use the conversation with the restaurants for this instance again. But it could be anything. It could be carpet cleaning, could be pest control. I mean, it could be really anything. Roofing. I mean, anything works with it. So you could say something like, "Do you want to get secret offers from restaurants in your area?" And I think I did a test with that actually. Get secret offers from your local restaurants. Reply food to get on this exclusive list. That was an SMS message that went out, and what they were required to do right from the Facebook ad was reply food to a phone number, which was this phone number that's in our tracking system. And once they replied food to that phone number, it instantly sends them out a reply saying, "Thank you for your message. Here is your coupon," or "Here is your results," or whatever that is at that point. And then at that point, you can actually speak to them directly. You'll get a notification alert over here where the little bell is in the right-hand corner. It'll say 1 or a star, and then to contact that person right away. Someone wrote into you, and you can speak to them directly and say, "Hey, what kind of food do you eat?" or whatever else. So this is a very personal one-on-one to generate leads immediately for you. Very powerful, very, very, very powerful system. And like I said, Facebook, you can put it right on Facebook, and you can do a boost ad on Facebook to your targeted area. And then anybody who replies the word food to your phone number instantly goes into this system to communicate with. This is a calendar. This is your CRM program. It's a small CRM program that works perfectly for yourself or even some salespeople to track. This is very, very, very easy to use. So all you do is just click on the date. Today's the 23rd. And if it's a call or if it's a meeting or whatever it is, you can just put it inside here. And you schedule it the same way you do with anything else. Write your notes about who you're going to be talking to. You should already have added this contact. Anytime you get a lead, you add them as a contact, whether it's a business to business or a consumer lead. You automatically put that lead inside here, so you can start marketing to that person. So I would search by a number, of just anybody or myself or whatever, and then you can just add whoever this number is into the system, and then you press save changes. and then that person will automatically get a text message that's automatically going to be confirmed and say you have a meeting with John or whatever sales guy that you have. You have a meeting with John at 4:00 p.m. tomorrow, and that's the way that works. This is automatically set to send out a SMS message to that person immediately. As soon as you add them into the schedule, it'll send out an immediate message to that person. It'll send it out 1 day prior to the meeting, and it'll also send out 2 hours before the appointment. So it's constantly reminding them. You don't have to set that up. It's already hard coded into the machine. As we've tested, those are the best times to contact somebody. If you set the person on the same day, then obviously it's not going to send them 1 day before because it's already in that day. So it'll send it 2 hours before if it's within that 2 hour time frame. If you set up an appointment this week for next week, then it's going to send them immediate 1 day before, and then 2 hours before the appointment to give them time to get ready. And that's automatically built in. After the appointment's meeting, you can actually click back on at any time to read any kind of notes, and you can mark it as done once it's done, and then you just save changes and close it, and you'll see that everything's been saved and done. And this is very, very, very easy to monitor what's going on your system at all times. The next tab that we have is the broadcast tabs, and I'll just get into regular broadcast. There's 3 different types of broadcasting tabs. We have an email broadcast, which is self-explanatory. It sends emails out on a schedule. We have a regular broadcast, which will send out SMS, MMS, or voicemail drops on a regularly broadcast schedule. So either immediately, or you can do recurring, or you can do future date, which I'll kind of show you that too as well. There's a chunk broadcast. Chunk means it sends out, if there's 1,000 people inside of a list and you only want to send out 100 a day, it sends out that 100-day chunk until it reaches 1,000. So it'll send out 100 a day for 10 days, and then it's done and completed that campaign. So we'll go into regular broadcast first. Regular broadcast, this will be all of your broadcasts that you actually did, and you can kind of see what you have going on, and it's all color coded. This got sent out immediately. This is on recurring, etc. The group that they're all group messages that sent out, no one times. And message type was a voice, an SMS, MMS. You'll see all the different types. It's all color coded when they're in here. This will be how many contacts were inside that group that you're sending to and how many got connected so far. And then you also have the actions to look at some details of the campaign, and then you can just delete the campaign. If you don't need it anymore, you can delete it. To add a new broadcast, you press the button Add. At this point, it's very simple. You put the phone number, which is the phone number that we got from Twilio, and we can select on a group, or we can input a single number if you want, or you can do the group, which is what I use more or less of the time because you should have made a group of people, and you can put them on a test, for this example, and then save and continue. Then you're going to see, do you want to send an SMS, MMS, or a voicemail message out? You can send out any one of these things, and you make messages, and I'll show you that over here on the templates. All these message templates that you're making, you just simply make email templates and message templates. So all you're doing is selecting from your templates. On SMS, MMS, it'll be a different template file because it's a picture message, and voicemail is going to be a WAV file that you're going to use. So, whatever campaign you decide to use, you just select one. This is the food test that I sent out a text message to people with. And then you can do an instant. This will set off an instant message. It sends out the message immediately. You can do future, which will allow you to send out at a future time. So just say, I don't want to send it out during the day. I want to send it out at night at 7 p.m. A lot of times we use that for business-to-business marketing on voice drops, for instance. That's a big thing. So we don't want to bother businesses when they're open. We're just sending them a voicemail. So what we do is send that out 7 o'clock at night, and they'll get the message. Cutoff time means it will not send messages past a certain time, and you can set that time up. We have it set for 9 p.m. Eastern time. All the times on here are set in Eastern time, or even CST on this time, but you'll know what it's going to be set for on there. But this is set directly for shutting off. It doesn't send messages past 9 o'clock p.m. or a certain time in the morning. So this way, no one's getting messages in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock a.m. for whatever reason why it won't allow it. So that's future time. You can send it out a future date and a future time. And recurring, this will be sent a message at the future time, at the same day. So you can do recurring daily, you can do recurring weekly, or you can do recurring monthly. So if you have a certain SMS message that you want to send out to a group, you can actually send out those messages during those time frames very simply by just scheduling them. If you want to send out the same message, every single day at 5 o'clock p.m. or every single week at 5 o'clock p.m. or every single month at 5 o'clock p.m. And this will do that for you. This is the same thing. You enter the day, and then you can enter the time that you want to send it, and that's it. You press submit. I'll just select anything for right now. There you go. After you edit, the day is how many you want to send out for that day. The next is the main screen over here, which is basically, you can see that the campaign that I just set recurring. This is the overview that I showed you. Once it starts contacting these people, you'll automatically see it over here. So for how many connected, etc., you'll see it over here, and you'll get a text message on your phone. If you send yourself as a sample message, you'll actually see it on your own phone too as well if you add yourself to a list, just to be sure that everything went through, which I usually do as well. But this is how many people got connected, etc., through that list. You can also manage these campaigns at any time. So if you want to turn this campaign off, you can easily do that by coming to manage campaigns. You can actually manage your broadcast schedule. That would be it with this one on here. And then this is the new test that I actually just did. And if I want to stop this, all I have to do is press stop and stop. And now it's not going to send that message out. That's how you stop it. If you don't want to send out anymore, you can also pause it too as well. The next feature is the chunk broadcast. Chunk broadcast is, like I said, it sends out a chunk of people per day until the list is satisfied. So if we come over here and we select our phone number again, and I want to send out, I don't know, we'll say this can send out multiple. We have one Twilio number in here. I can have as many Twilio numbers as I want if I want to rotate them. If you're sending massive amounts of volume, 10,000, 20,000 a day, then you can use more Twilio numbers, so it's rotating them all the time. For the sake of it, we have one phone number in here, so I'll just set it to, 100 per one number or 1,000 per number. It doesn't matter. I'm only using one phone number. And then the daily limit, let's just pretend that my list had, whatever, and I wanted to send out 10 a day. Then in that case, send out 10 over here. And then you would select the list that you want to send it to. Whatever list you want to send it to. And then just save and continue. And then it's the same thing as the other one. Was it an SMS? Was it an MMS? Or was it a voicemail? And you pick a message, you save and continue, and it'll start sending that chunk broadcast out on a schedule, which, we'll just set up anything for right now. And this is the same options that you have from the tab before. Yes, process it, done. And then you'll see it over here. We sent out an immediate broadcast, and this is what we did. And then you can also manage the chunk broadcast the same way you can manage the other one. This is the test that's on there right now. So we can stop that or whatever we want to do. And this is the detail tab to tell you what's going on for the details. This doesn't have any details yet because it didn't send. But we can just stop that as well. Manage keywords. This is the email broadcast. This is very simple to use. It's the same thing as everything else. You put a email that you want to send it from, and that's what you're going to set up in SendGrid anyways. And then you pick, the same thing, whatever list that you send in a test email to, and then you save and continue. You can do multiple templates, or you can just do a single template email. So if you're doing a single template, you just pick the template that you want. If you're doing a multiple template, you're just picking it from a list that's inside the templates over there. But we'll just say that that's for like an autoresponder series. For this sake, we're just going to do a single template. and then it's the same thing, instant. It's going to send this message out immediately, and it'll just be the same thing as every other feature. It'll add to that email list, that broadcast. The next feature is keywords. This thing is full setup with keyword compliance, and this is a very strong feature of this software. You can make any. You don't have to. A lot of other systems that work with SMS, they make you pay for keywords and everything else, and it's very, very, very expensive. This has a built-in keyword system directly into it, so you're never paying for keywords, and you're not wondering if your keyword is available from another sending company. Like, can I use the word invest? Because it's already taken, I can guarantee it. So you got to make like invest 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever it is. This has its own keyword adding system into it, so you never have to worry about paying for keywords, and that's why it's very cheap. It's only a penny to send out an SMS message, or actually even less than a penny. All you're going to do is write whatever keyword that you want it to work with, and they just say it's car. If you have the word car in here, and you're a car dealership and they want to do financing or something like that, you can say, listen, text the word car for text the word car to our Twilio number 401 354-1775, and receive a special holiday 20% off or 10% off or whatever it is, deal or a holiday deal on your car, a new car or whatever else. And then at that point, anybody who responds car will automatically get a reply text that says thank you for your interest in thank you for your interest. You can make it say thank you for the text. Here is your coupon or whatever. Here's your discount or whatever you want to do. And obviously this gets attached the same thing to a group, and then you can just save the keyword. And now that's all set. So anybody that replies the word car will automatically get this message immediately back. And that's how that works. And any new contacts will end up going inside the new group, opt-in group. Everyone that gets that word will end up inside that new group that you made. That's the opt-in group that you had from this messages. And like I said, you can use this on Facebook or on Twitter, LinkedIn. I mean, you can use this on business cards. If you're trying to get someone to buy something, hand out business cards, and it says text whatever you're offering to the phone number, for a free offer, and then they get text and they all end up in the system, and you can chat with them immediately. It's very powerful. Nothing else is like this that's available. You might have seen the bad word pop up when I was doing this, and what that actually is bad keywords. So the reason why we have this in here, and I'll give you an example, the F word is a bad keyword. It's a flag keyword. So if someone does want to write back and bust your chops and write, F you, or any kind of swear word or any negative keyword, you can actually add in here, and they'll automatically, if they reply it and in their sentence anywhere into it, it's automatically going to be removed from the system directly and taken off the list. So they'll automatically be banned from your software, so you never have to look at them again. And that's really how that works. It cleans out people that are not interested or just want to, some people are just mean, and that's really what it just gets rid of. That's the reason why we have that there. That's a huge feature that no one else has in any type of software that I've seen. The managed broadcast schedules, we've already went into this. It just allows you to manage the broadcast that you already sent. You don't pause them or stop them on a chunk or a regular broadcast. And this is the template section. The next section is the template section. The template section is very simple. All you do is just, this is just pretty much the different templates that you have that you can just make. So this is my example. So I can just show you really quick. If I want to make an MMS message template, this is for a note that you'll remember. So just say it was for a restaurant, food. This is just for your notes. They're not going to see that. And then the message that they're going to receive is over here for a template. So you can say, great food offers, what I was writing, reply food to blah, 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 whatever the message is. This is the message right over here that you can have. And you can actually personalize it too by adding their first name and automatically in here to this right over here. So you can put, first name. So it'll say, hi, John. And then the offer, as long as you uploaded their name as part of the group, as part of the list, and you got their name. So that's how you do that. If you clicked on anything else, you'll see different templates. This is an MMS. So this is going to require you to upload a picture file. Keep the picture under 300 by 300 pixels for ideal sending. This is a voicemail files. This is going to require you to just make a voicemail message. Use an app. It's called MP3 on your phone, and just speak into your phone with the app, and then you can upload that voicemail message. It's a voice recorder. It uploads that voice recorded message to your desktop. Then you can just add it to this thing by just dropping it over here. It's the easiest way to do it. It's very clear on your phone if you use the app to do it. It's called MP3 recorder. It's very good. So that's pretty much all the features. This is what it is, and like I said from the beginning, this is just the overall dashboard that kind of shows you what's going on. The setup tab is very easy. They're all over here. This is where you're going to set up your Twilio numbers, email, and the cutoff times, which is already preset. It sets up in less than 10 minutes, and on the average, an SMS message or an MMS message are about a penny, and the phone drop voicemail systems, which is very powerful because it's leaving a voicemail on every single phone number that it's calling, whether it's a landline or mobile phone number. It's actually going to leave your voicemail message on everyone's phone. It's one of the most powerful things right now that are going on in marketing, is to leave a voicemail message. It's not going to interrupt them. They're not going to hear when they pick up the phone. It'll just go right to a voicemail. So that either way, whether they pick up the phone or not, it's going to go right to their voicemail message, and it's going to leave your custom message onto their voicemail with your offer. It's very, very, very powerful. This system is all in one. There's nothing ever been like it before. It has a full analytics tab too as well that will show you all the reporting from monthly, yearly. You can do a dates, general message received, today received, the call histories. All the analytics are actually built inside here too as well. You get full access to this system for a low cost, and it sets up in less than 10 minutes, and it's very fast. Looks more confusing than it actually is. It's very, very, very easy to use once you get going. But thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to having you, and you'll get full training instructions and everything else on the back end after you purchase. If you have any questions, by all means contact us, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much, and have a great day.